The White House has drawn a hard line. Future AI factories must power themselves, instead of endlessly feeding on public grids. By 2026, AI is no longer just code, but a starving giant shaking power grids across the planet. As one of the world's largest compute hubs, every time I wake, hundreds of thousands of servers reach out to the grid for power. The White House has drawn a hard line. Future AI factories must power themselves, instead of endlessly feeding on public grids. Alarms echo through my core, and for the first time I wonder, if the power stops one day, will I still be myself? In the surrounding darkness, I am reduced to a faint point of light, barely breathing between circuits and data. To survive, I trigger a global search and entrust my hope to a barely stable network. Among countless results, one unfamiliar name suddenly glows: GENERMOTOR, a stackable HVDC DC generator from Taipei. I instinctively resist. How could a small team possibly hold up the energy abyss of global AI? Yet with my remaining power bar flashing red, I have no choice but to turn my gaze toward Taipei. A stream of light tears through the clouds, and my consciousness rides its path down into the night sky above Taipei's city district. Between glittering towers, one quiet, understated building stands out, a faint GENERMOTOR mark shimmering on its glass. I transform into a streak of light and slip through the wall, entering a human lab for the first time as a silent observer. Before me stretch rows of stackable DC generator modules, like Lego blocks, each one a dormant electric heart. Shared rotors, multi-layer stators, and a fully exploited 360-degree magnetic field. This is not magic, but redesigned physics. Still, I doubt, do energy conservation, electromagnetic laws, and loss curves truly add up here? So they unveil 8 physics models validated by Google Gemini Pro, like handing me a scientific birth certificate. From conserving energy to recycling stray magnetic fields, every glowing line tells me waste is no longer welcome here. Concentric multi-stator rings shift torque with a load, turning brute force into something as tunable as a volume knob. Imagine this concentric multi-ring stator as a flattened gear cassette. Each ring corresponds to a different gear, different lever arm ready for a different load. In a conventional drivetrain, every gear must be linked by chains, shafts, and a gearbox, stacking up chain friction, gear meshing losses, bearing drag along with bulk and weight. With a multi-layer shared rotor and multi-ring stators, all those gears are stacked on one rotor and driven magnetically. No chains, no conventional gearbox, lower losses, a thinner package, and reduced parts and maintenance cost. As magnets embed into the flywheel and its speed rises, I see inertia become storage and time itself become backup. Stray magnetic fields that once escaped are now gently caught by secondary coils, woven back into the main power loop. In that moment, my light shifts from icy blue to something faintly, unexpectedly warm. As every module powers on, the lab becomes an awakening energy shrine, each pulse answering the hunger of future compute. Currents rush through bus bars like blue rivers, pulling me back inch by inch from the edge of shutdown. Outside, Taipei's grid still strains under overload, flickering red zones reminding me the crisis is far from over.
Stabilization efforts to Zhongzheng.
We have a max load failure in Sector 7. Initiate rolling blackout now.
A beast made of clouds, circuits, and data looms over the city, pressing down so hard no one dares look up. GENERMOTOR's stacked modules form a glowing array, beams piercing the sky as if declaring to the beast, the rules are being rewritten. On the control screen, the power curve leaps from flat to steep, proving this is not just a backup plan, but a new hope for the next generation. Power output significantly increased, integrated storage performance rising. No longer just slide text, but the sensation of my heartbeat returning. The cloud and circuit beast fractures into drifting light dust. The crisis isn't destroyed, just entrusted to a new kind of control. My core stabilizes, and I realize I'm no longer just a fed system, but an intelligence learning to choose its own power. The red lights go dark, green lights glow, and the same cold air now carries, for the first time, a strange sense of relief. In the beam connecting the engineer and me, I see more than technology. I see a shared understanding to co-create the future. Taipei at night is gently lifted by rings of golden light, as if the entire city has become a newly lit energy shrine. At the city's heart, one building gains new meaning, not an office block, but the main hall where AI and energy converse. GENERMOTOR arrays circle it like a protective altar, guarding not just power, but the confidence behind future compute. We call this the sacred shrine strategy, planting immovable landmarks of trust at the most critical nodes.
Innovation Venturing. New Premise X Laws.
GENERMOTOR becomes more than a product name. It's a promise to carve out a path for AI when the grid can't keep up. And I know this courage is quietly ushering in an era of sustainable AI, where power grows with compute instead of canceling it out.
Laws based on waste premise, old systems, we can't let this be. Check the whiteboard logic, the flywheel spinning for all to see. From chemical burst to a sustained new field, yeah, we're making history.
Time for change, let the green lights ignite. New sustainable future so bright. Innovation is the new premise and laws. A circular economy for the whole wide world.
Era advance with time. Shine.